Noting the importance of primary healthcare in building a resilient integrated healthcare system, President Tinubu announced plans for a comprehensive revamp of physical infrastructure, equipment, and the retraining of frontline health workers starting from 2024. The president also said the basic healthcare provision fund will be redesigned to address the high cost of healthcare and to enhance access to essential healthcare services as outlined in the National Health Act 2014. Highlighting several key policies actions of the administration in the health sector, the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, has planned out the basic healthcare provision fund has been redesigned as the foundational basis for a sector-wide approach.
Health sector boost efficiency, reduce leakages, and support the effective implementation of National Health Act. This will improve primary health care delivery, boost immunization, maternal and child health, and promote nutrition. Today's gathering holds profound significance as we convene not only commemorate World Universal Health Coverage Day, but also to witness the signing of a Health Renewal Compact, which signifies a major commitment of federal government, all state government, and our partners to drive a successful UHC.
In a bid to ensure better service delivery in line with the renewed hope agenda of the Tinubu administration, the National Council on Privatization (NCP) has set up an ad hoc committee to fast-track the restructuring and resuscitation of the Bank of Agriculture. The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, will chair the maiden meeting of the reconstituted NCP at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, emphasized the importance of the task before the new council, particularly the rejuvenation of BUA, among others. Speaking after presentation of the agenda and matters arising by the Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprises, Dr. Alice Oko, the Vice President listed the composition of the ad hoc committee, saying a lot will depend on the decisions of the council in the months ahead. Shettima also noted that the meeting will be meeting more frequently to further support the President to execute of the Bureau of Public Enterprises, covering its privatization activities and participation in international forums to attract interest in the country's privatization program.
Today, the first National Council on Privatization meeting under the reconstituted council chaired by His Excellency the Vice President Kashim Shettima Mustapha, GCON, took place, with the Vice Chairman being the coordinating Minister of the Economy, as well as members from both the private sector and public sector. And today, the Council deliberated and approved standing committees, 4 standing committees of the council, as well as approving the work plan for the 2024 for the Bureau for Public Enterprise, while the chairman of the council noted with satisfaction the tremendous effort that the Bureau, the management and staff of the Bureau has put in.
The Nigerian government has expressed readiness to amplify productivity synergy and bolster ties between Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire in the area of agriculture, technology, and trade. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, made the indication while speaking at the Nigerian Cote d'Ivoire Business Roundtable, an exhibition held at the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ACCI. The minister, who was represented by the Director of Economic Trade and Investment, Ambassador Akinremi Bolaji, said the primary objective of the Nigerian and Cote d'Ivoire maiden edition is to delve into export investment opportunities between the two giant Anglophone and Francophone nations in Africa, particularly focusing on technology, value addition, trade facilitation, and market access. Akiremi added that to attain this, the ministry will prioritize partnership with the major key players in government and private sector to expedite the progress of the initiative. The Executive Director, Gracious Youth Empowerment Center, Professor Aderemi Ajibewa, in his keynote address mentioned that the potential of collaboration between the both countries is inexhaustible, urging the government of the countries to rise against all barriers and work swiftly to implement an agreement to guide economic cooperation between the two countries. Also speaking, the Executive Director of Trade at the Abuja Chambers of Commerce and Industry, SCCI, Emeka Ezekwesili, Mr. Emeka said the event is a model for broader trade relationships within West Africa and the continent, emphasizing on the need for increased intra-African trade to engender optimal productivity in the region.
Value addition with Côte d'Ivoire, particularly in the products or produce like cashew, cocoa. We produce almost the same thing, and we are first and second in the world. Côte d'Ivoire is the largest cashew producer and cocoa. Nigeria is the second or third, but we only ship out the raw products. This is not going to fetch us anything. So we need to talk about technology. I'm very happy that Mitv is here. We are working with raw materials. We are working with other agencies to ensure that value addition becomes this central matter for us.
The Senate on Tuesday disclosed the request of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu seeking the confirmation of the nomination of 19 commissioners of the National Population Commission. Tinubu also requested confirmation of the nomination of Bashir Ndabawa representing Northwest, Enorese Amadasu South-South, and Babajide Fashino Southwest as commissioners of the commission. Senate President Godswill Akpabio read Tinubu's request during plenary on Tuesday and directed the nomination to the National Identity Management Commission to get back in no more than 2 weeks. The Senate, however, endorsed the nomination of Ambassador Desmond Akawo as Commissioner representing Rivers State in Revenue Mobilization Allocation after the demise of the immediate past Federal Commission from Rivers State Asondu Temple. The Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) has agreed with the House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation to increase the 2024 revenue target of the service to 6 trillion naira. The increment is against the initial 5 trillion naira proposed by the NCS as its targeted revenue for the year 2024. Chairman of the committee, Abubakar Bichi, had pleaded with the Comptroller General of NCS, Adewale Adeniyi, for increasing the targeted 5 trillion naira when he appeared before it. Bichi said the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu will not be achieved unless the revenue-generating agencies increase their targeted revenue to enable the federal government meet the 27.5 trillion naira proposal. House of Representative correspondent Linda Ike reports that Honorable Bichi said the 2024 appropriation bill as presented by the President was laudable, adding that it would only materialize if there was enough money to meet the 27.5 trillion naira proposal. The Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, however, said the service may be able to realize the 6 trillion naira projected for revenue if the federal government was able to review the issue around concession grant in 2024.
27 trillion may look very big, but considered our inflation, exchange rate, and all of that, we believe that we really have to look into it and to support Mr. President to actualize his 8-point agenda. No matter how Mr. President wants to actualize his agenda, he needs someone.
Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu will commence his medical leave on Wednesday as a follow-up to his medical treatment. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Richard Olatunde, said in a statement on Tuesday that during Akeredolu's absence, the Deputy Governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, will assume the responsibilities of the Governor in acting capacity. In a statement, Olatunde said the Governor will prioritize his health and ensure a full recovery before resuming his official duties, and that a formal letter regarding the medical leave and a notice formally transferring power in line with the Nigerian Constitution will be transmitted to the House of Assembly. The statement partly reads that as a senior advocate of Nigeria and a widely respected Nigerian, Governor Akeredolu has consistently delegated power to his deputy during his annual vacations. This practice was observed on April 1st, 2021, April 1st, 2022, April 3rd, 2023, and July 10, 2023, when he embarked on previous vacations. Nigerians, especially small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, must tap into the many opportunities available in the present nation challenges to grow their businesses to be financially independent and increase the nation's gross domestic product (GDP). Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu threw the challenge while declaring open the 8th Lagos MSMEs exclusive trade fair, themed Empowering MSMEs for AFCFTA Excellence through Sustainable Economic Growth, which will hold this Saturday at Ikoyi. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Bafemi Amzat, stated that many opportunities abound that the state and traders need to formalize their product to be visible to the thriving market, which the state government has supported immensely. The guest speaker, Professor of Entrepreneurship Hub and Strategic Management in the University of Lagos, Professor Sunday Adebisi, noted that the youth should be encouraged to stay in the country and utilize their talent to grow the nation's economy. Earlier, the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medebem, said the 5 days exclusive trade fair would give networking opportunities for traders as well as training on how to package their goods to entice consumers, among others. The Deputy Governor and his entourage, however, expected exhibitions stand within the trade fair and encourage traders to register their goods to attract more foreign customers.
Training young people, we've seen them in various skills, data analytics, how to actually connect to businesses, how to connect to markets and so on. So they are doing all sorts of things, and then they are also showcasing what the various small companies are doing. We've gone inside, amazing things. So how do you link them to markets? How do you link them to investors? How do you link them? So that's one of the things they are asking. What are your challenges? How do you scale up? How do you get bigger? How do you get better? And how do you package your market, your products better, so that people can sell? Since you are now competing in African context, not just Lagos.
All hands must be on deck at each stage of Nigeria Federation to identify innovation of their citizens. Now that the youth are not willing to stay, to create, the businesses of the future, there is a serious challenge. So we must try our best possible. There are no two ways about it, to see what we can do to stem this Japa issue. Because greatest asset and resources of Nigeria is not in oil, it is in the population of the youth in Nigeria.
Moreover, the economic growth and development we anticipate extends beyond Lagos State. By enhancing the capacities of our MSMEs, we contribute to job creation, poverty reduction, and overall economic prosperity of our nation. I must say that capacity building in Lagos State is not just a local imperative, it is a strategic necessity for the success of AFTA and the economic development of Nigeria.
In another development, the Lagos State government has restated that its focus on drainage and canal maintenance remains unwavering in order to permanently address the menace of flooding in the state. Addressing newsmen after an inspection of many areas in Ikoyi, including the State House, the then Barracks Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokubo Wahab, expressed satisfaction with the level of the cleaning of drainages at the Doden Barracks Mami Market. He explained the issue of perennial flooding in that axis had become a matter of serious concern to the state government. Accompanied by the Director of Drainage Enforcement and Compliance, Engineer Mahmoud Adegbite, the Commissioner also visited Shoreline Estate, Unikoyi Estate, Parkview and Banana Island, and said that most structures in these areas did not observe the standard 3 meters required by law for the setback of secondary collector drains. He said the ministry will serve contravention notice immediately to property owners along the corridor of Shoreline Estate, Unikoyi Estate, Parkview, Banana Island collector whose properties fall within the channel setback. The need for critical stakeholders to support Nigerian youth venturing into agriculture across the country has been emphasized. Former Commissioner for Agriculture in Ogun State, Dr. Adetola Odetino, at a public lecture underscored the importance of providing credit to young farmers, citing the substantial investment required for cultivated crops like cassava. He emphasized the necessity of mechanization and technology to attract the younger generation to agriculture while encouraging government, private establishment as well as individuals to provide networks that will significantly introduce training programs that focus on efficiency, cost reduction and market linkage to young individuals. Meanwhile, other speakers called for a collective interest in farming, emphasizing need to cultivate a generation passionate about agriculture. Osun State government has ordered full investigation into the case of alleged food poisoning which affected 18 pupils that ate the state free meal on Monday at St. James Primary School B, Owokwe, Oshogbo. The state government has also directed stoppage of further free meal at the affected school pending outcome